Good morning, everyone. How are you today? This is Toyin, you met Siri. Welcome to my live show. And today's topic really is a discussion around poverty mindset. What is poverty mindset? Okay. So what is it not? Let's start with what is it not? It's not what money you have in your bank, but it's how you think. Okay, it's about thinking, right? A way of being, a way of thinking. A way of thinking will influence a way of being. Okay, so I'm going to dive into it. For those who are new, if this is your first time ever of joining me, thank you so much for joining. And if you're a repeat guest, thank you. You already know what to expect. You won't be surprised. I'm not going to shock you. If you've been following me for a while, you already know what to expect. And if this is your first time, you're welcome. Fasten your seat belt. We're going to go for a ride. Let me take you on a ride, okay? Okay, thank you so again for being here. If you're joining, let me know where you're joining from. We have different platforms here: Instagram, Clubhouse, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Thank you for joining everywhere. Feel free to follow, subscribe. There's a lot of goody stuff that I cover here. Okay, and also my newsletter. So, what brought this about? My background in studying international trade development, distribution of wealth, on and on and on is why I do what I do today in the world of entrepreneurship. Okay. So let's go back to money. Let's talk about money. Okay. Many people don't want to talk about money. I talk about money all the time. Okay. So if you understand, let's go back to way before paper money was ever created. You understand that everything used to be trade and barter, right? Exchange, goods for goods, services, right? Goods for goods, services for services. Before money, printed money, paper with pictures, right? With numbers, and the value is derived from the government. The government imposes value on paper money. If you've watched me talk about old money, new money, I've talked about blockchain, I've talked about NFTs, non fungible tokens. Like I've talked about that before. You want to catch up with those things, right? Because this is building on that level of foundation, okay? Is that before money was created, gold standard, on and on and on, those things, okay? We used to trade, right? We'll trade service for service. You bring me your chicken, I give you my cattle. That's the way the world functioned, right? You bring your money, I give you my cattle. You want my cattle, or you want my grain for your cattle? You give me this number of grain, I give, right? There wasn't any common denominator, right? Nobody could say, what's the value of your cattle to the value of my chicken? How many chickens make a cattle? You just guesstimated. Value was whatever those who wanted to trade agreed on. Value was based on agreement. Value is still based on agreement, but I'll connect it to today's topic in terms of what poverty mentality or poverty mindset is. So, value was derived again before money was ever created, before paper money coins was ever created by the government. Okay, we traded with one another. You have chicken, I have cattle. I want your chicken, you want my cattle. We find a way of deriving value, and if we agree that 5 chickens equal to or 100 chickens equal to, if you agree with me, the person I'm about to trade, if you agree with me on value, then the transaction happens. We go into business with one another. Business. So I'm going to use some words that you're familiar with today, but I'm going to share with you where they came from, where they were derived. So being in business with one another means we agree to exchange values. Okay, we agree that what you have, I want, and what I have, you want. Okay, value exchange. Business is about value exchange. You give me yours, I give you mine. We used to do barter exchange. Money didn't exist back then, so you trade. So when people say trade and barter, it's exchange. Barter is what's the value. Agreement on value. Exchange is trade. You trade what you have, but who determines how much of your chicken is equal to how much of my cow or goat or whatever it is you were trading? Barter is the value. Who determines the value? As long as we agree that value is equal or greater, all right? Now in comes the government that says within this nation, those who want to trade, those who want to go into business with one another, those who want to exchange value, we're going to introduce, right, an intermediate medium of exchange. We're going to create, the government created, okay, an intermediate common denominator, and they imposed value on the paper and said the government will print money, okay, paper, symbols. It's like a non-fungible token. I've talked about that before. I'm not going down that lane. You go and catch up on that. The government within that controls the economy, instead of watching you all just batter along, right? Just exchange good for good. The government wants to get into that exchange, okay? The government says, you know what? We know you all want to do business with one another within this economy, within this country. Here's the government of the people, by the people, right? We are going to print a new form of intermediate value exchange. We'll call it money. We'll give it currency by the nation. We'll give it value. So one will have 200, one will have 1,000. We'll give it coins, 50 cents. We will determine the value of this intermediate transaction medium. The government determines what $200 is, what $500 is, what $100 is, right? Remember, we all want to do business. We want to trade. We want to exchange. I want what you want. You want what I want. We want to trade. But trade and barter, who determines value? The government said, we will determine value. We will print money. Money will be in between, because what if I don't want your chicken? What if I want somebody else's grain? Guess what? The government will say, okay, we can do that. We can do that. What you are going to do is you trade what you've produced, what you have, for money, the government's value. You take that money, you go and find somebody else that has the furniture that you now want to trade with, and you can then use that money to exchange for anything else you want with another person. You can be in business with another person as long as you are within this nation. Your value, the value of that paper printed, right, is guaranteed by the government. Long time ago, that paper, in order for the believability of that paper to hold, that's when we had the gold standard. You can only print as much as you have based on the number of gold you've stored. US government doesn't do that anymore. The government is the government, whatever it says. There's no gold backing US dollars anymore. But other nations, they still withhold the prop up, which is the gold. Because back then when it was started, it was like, wait a minute, you mean you can just print money? No, we don't just want free flow of money. We want you to be able to print money based on the number of gold you have, right? That was the original plan. And everybody said, you know what? We agree. You print yours, you print yours. We always know we are printing according to the value of gold, right? And then down the line, US said, you know what? We don't even need gold again. US stands by itself. The paper is the paper. The paper is the value, on and on and on. Okay. We are still coming back to the topic of today. What is poverty mentality and mindset? Okay. So I've explained to you the general framework. Barter, right? Trade and barter, right? Trade, we exchange, and then barter is the exchange, the conversation we're going to have to negotiate what the value really is. Barter goes away because government introduced an intermediary substance and the government determines value. So you can now exchange based on your trade. You can trade with money instead of you trying to say how many chickens make a goat, how many goats make a cow, how many grains make a chicken. That was what people were trying to figure out before. And the government said, you know what? We come into the middle, $100. Now you can now decide how many dollars you want for your chicken, how many dollars you want for your cow, how many dollars you want for your grain, how many dollars, right? That's pricing. Pricing model is now introduced. Instead of barter, meaning I say this is the value, I want 5 chickens for this, and you say no, 3 chickens, no, 1 chicken, no. Barter is You and I trying to lock down a value upon which we're going to do business with one another. Barter goes away, in comes money. Money is the replacement of barter. Trade is still happening in the world of business. Barter is replaced by money. Okay, I've laid the foundation. Now let's get deeper into it. So everybody trades. Everybody trades. You need banana. You want toothpaste. Everything you need to acquire. But because the transaction, now you can't go to Walmart, you can't go to a gas station and tell gas owner, oh, I have chicken, give me your gas. Gas owner will say, give me what I want now is money. Give me paper notes. Your chicken is not relevant in this gas station. Give me $20. You want gas for $50. I recognize money. Okay, so now the whole world wants money. We don't want your chicken. I don't want your goat. Just give me money, because money can allow me to go into the world, into the marketplace, and use money to buy what I now need. You don't have what I need, but your money I want your money for my goods. I take the money, I go and buy whatever I need. Okay, so everybody barters. So in the world of consumerism, is you using your money to go to the market and to buy what you want to consume. Your toothpaste, your consumables, your nice shoes, your nice handbag, your nice clothes, your nice jewelry, your nice cars, and all those things, right? You need money now to acquire things. Before, you would trade it for something. Today, money is the right medium for value exchange. Okay? And everybody wants money. Don't you want money? Don't you want money? Everybody is looking for money. Because the more of it you have, the more you can go to the market and buy and acquire. The more value, the more of other things you can store up for yourself. Okay. Poverty mentality is when you want money and you have nothing to trade. You want it all, but you don't have anything to trade for money. Or what you trade for money is limited. Your time. Okay? Your time determines how much of it you can get. Poverty mentality is when you don't study. You want money, you want stuff, but the knowledge that will actually help you to build up value so that you can exchange your value for more value. The failure to build up your own value so that you can get more. The mindset that thinks you can get everything for free without contributing into the community or the society or the economy. That is poverty mindset. And that mindset leads people into the world of charity. Help me, please. Help me, please. I get it. I get it. I'm not going to go too much into that because in my classes and courses for international trade development, I explain trade versus aid. I explain why aid will never, ever, 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 ever solve this. It wouldn't, because it weakens you. Because what you're supposed to be doing, what everybody's supposed to be doing, and this is what the game changer in economic development is. Every single day, you're supposed to be, this is according to TOEI, go to toeibesiri.academy. Let me put the website on. According to TOEI Besiri Academy, every single day, you're supposed to be figuring out how to increase your value in the marketplace. Every day, this needs to be your own, like this needs to be the only job you have. Figuring out how to create value, how to communicate value, how to exchange value, how to increase value. That needs to be your full-time job. But why is it not your full-time job? I'll explain that as well before I open it for discussion. So thank you everyone joining. Why is that not the case? The reason is because there is another system, education system, that supports the business community. Remember, we all want to be in business. What it means is we all have something to trade. You need toothpaste, you need this, you need gas. You're buying. Somebody is creating. What side of that equation you are on determines overall wealth. I'm not talking about wealth generally today. I'm talking about what is the poverty mindset mentality. What are those? And I've given you the backdrop of where we are coming from as a people, as humanity. Barter, it used to be trade and barter. Barter determining value. Barter has gone away. It's replaced with money. The government prints money and tells you value. This is value. It is what the government says. You still want to trade, but now you trade with money instead of barter. Barter is how much is that? No, it's 5. No, it's 10. No, it's this. No, it's that. If we agree, the exchange happens, the trade happens. If we don't agree, you walk away. You're looking for somebody that will agree that it's cost what it costs. Today, that word is now replaced by pricing. What should I price my product? Right? Meaning, how do I peg it to dollar terms? If you're in the US, as example, you're no longer saying barter, but it is a form of barter. Because until they agree with you, if you say it's 99, if it's 100, if it's 1,000, you've imposed a new price on it. The person who's going to buy it has to agree. If they don't agree, wah. But this time around, you're slapping on the currency of the government instead of your own. Oh, it's chicken for cow. Okay. Go and study that more. Intermediate value currency exchange, on and on and on. Okay. So, entrepreneurship, business. So, I'm going to explain business, entrepreneur. Business is trade. The exercise we go through to exchange. How do we exchange? Format of exchange, on and on. Entrepreneurship really is how you creatively, this is the most brilliant thing ever. Even if you don't use the word entrepreneurship, just understand it's the manufacture of value. You're going to manufacture something of value that you can take into the marketplace to exchange for another value, money. It's the exercise of understanding what value is, what value you can contribute, tangible, intangible products and services, how you're going to manufacture those things, create it, exchange it for what you want, build a structure. Now, when you now build a structure that allows it to be done consistently over time, then you can now continue to be in business with people. You can find more customers. There's no limit to that thing. Now, if a business now exists, they figured it out for years. When people pay them, exchange for value, guess what the business owner does? They call their staff and say, thank you for supporting our venture. Thank you for helping us deliver on our promises better. Here is your salary. We are thanking you for participating in this venture, for making this happen for us. Employees, here is your bonus. Here is your salary. Here is your contribution towards the creation and distribution of value. Thank you so much for helping this company, this enterprise, fulfill its mission to deliver value in the marketplace and to get value. You now run your own economy. Money flows in, value goes out, money flows in, value goes out, right? And anybody that contributed in the business towards helping that business win and succeed in that venture, they get paid. You have a cut. You get a cut. You get a cut from all that flow that you also have negotiated with your employer. Okay, I'm breaking this down. Now, imagine people now telling me they want all the money in the world, but they don't want to create value. They don't want to learn how to create value. They want somebody else to go and do all that work and just be feeding them. That promise of we are coming to rescue you. That promise, that entitlement mindset that you are entitled to what other people have worked really, really hard to acquire for themselves. The feeling of you're entitled to give it to me free. Why are you holding on? Give it to me free. That is lack of understanding that the most important part of the world is value exchange. Dignity is in value exchange. Dignity. One's dignity, respect, honor, on and on and on, is in creating and contributing to the society in a meaningful way. And the society rewards you if they like what you're doing, if they want to participate in your business. I'm going to start stopping there because there's so much more, but I just want to lay the foundation. Okay. So it's not what is in your bank, because here's the key. People who have abundant mindset, they will fix that thing in a moment. Because if you can create value, if you can sell value, if you can articulate value, if you can distribute value, listen, it's consistent. Is That's it for life. So Abase Day, always a great pleasure to see you. Come up. Feline, my people are here. Come up. Mojisola, come up. Okay, if you're available, Jason, Alexander, Dinka, James, thank you. And if you're watching through LinkedIn or anywhere else, just drop a note as well. If you have questions, contributions, just drop that. Any reactions so far? I'm going to keep today not too long because I need to be in studio. I'm going, for those who may not know, I have a TV show here. I literally have to go into the studio. This is just my live discussion, but I actually have a real TV show in town that I have to be in studio to record. So, what is poverty mentality and mindset? It is a way of thinking where everything you want for yourself, okay, the assets you want, the money you want, on and on and on, everything you want, you do not realize that you have to create something and you have to trade it, right? We trade our way to success. You're going to trade your way to success. Yesterday in my newsletter, I said, never say I don't have money, never say I don't have time. It is rooted in poverty mentality. Why is that? I gave an example. You remember in school when we say 2x plus 2 equal to 4. I have a first degree in mathematics. So let's go again. Thank you for joining. Go on this journey with me. 2x plus 2 equal to 4. And they now, the teacher will say, what is x? That's the question. What is x? Look for x. Find x. Isn't that the transaction? I'm telling you, life is that way. X can be money. X can be time. Where is the money? Where is the money? Go and find the money. I need the money, right? You need more time. You don't have any control on time. You have control on other things. 24 hours is distributed evenly around the world. But here's the key. Most people now say, oh, I don't have money. That means I don't have X. Imagine telling your teacher and say, I don't have X, and you stop there. That's poverty mentality. I don't have X, I don't know X, and saying, leave me alone. X is not my problem. The whole world, every single day, is busy solving for X. They are finding X. They are digging for X. They are creating X every single day. 2x plus 2 equal to 4. Guess the solution. You trade. You move it to the other side. You subtract it from 4. 2x, then you divide. The world is about, business is about trading and division. It's numbers game. Okay? Business is a numbers game. You're supposed to be looking. Everything you want is in somebody else's hand. You're supposed to be trading your way to success. If I create value, and I can find somebody that has the value I want, and we can engage with one another, and we can exchange. If I sell you my academy, if I create courses, programs, a school that will make your life better, I have done my own work. I've invested years and years and years and years and years and years and years to level up my own game, to create something of incredible value in the world. Remember, I said this is supposed to be your full-time job. This is supposed to be your full-time job. Figuring how to understand what the world wants and creating what the world needs and making sure you have the skill. That's what my entrepreneurship teaches you. That's it. There's another world. Okay, the education system was now created that at least the first 20 years of everybody born into the Western society, okay, you are indoctrinated into a way of thinking to be a supporters club in somebody else's vision, to become a job seeker, to contribute, to bring your time and energy and the skill you acquired in the education to support somebody else's fulfillment of this ultimate mission. As a job seeker, you are fully trained. with specific skills, engineering skills, accounting skills, on and on. So that when you come out, they didn't train you to how to build your own business. They trained you how to be a supporters club. You will trade that skill you just acquired in school. You will find an employer that is already in the business of trading goods and services in the world, that is making good money. They're making millions of dollars already. They figured this thing out over the last 100 years. The education system say, you want to participate in the economy? Go and learn a skill. Bring that skill into the marketplace. You can trade your skill for money instead of trading your product and services for money. Okay? As a job seeker, you are trading skill. You are negotiating your skill. When you carry that resume, you list out all your skill. I went to this school. I went to that school. I did this program. I did this program. My 5-year experience, my this year experience. You are presenting it, offering it to an employer. Say, please take me, please. I can help you. I can support your mission. I can help you make more money with my skill. The employer takes a look at you, interviews you. If they agree, they say, how much? This job only pays this. You agree. You give them all your time, your skill. You become loyal to them. They pay you what they promised you. Okay? Remember, your employer ultimately is doing what I'm talking about today. They are creating a product and your service, because this looks like your light bill, your electricity bill, your phone bill, all the billables, all the bills you are receiving is because somebody created a product and a service that you want to acquire, and you are trading your money for that service. Your phone bill, your water bill, this bill, grocery bill, right? This bill, your car notes, your mortgage, this, everything that is going out, all the money going out is because somebody is printing money with their services and goods. They are raking it in. They've built an enterprise. They've built a structure that allows them to deliver goods and services to the world. They've built distribution channel. And you, as the receiver and consumer of their services, right? Bring your money. That's the barter. That's the trade. Water bill. You want water? Bring your money. You want banana? Bring your money. You want shoe? Just bring your money. Just bring your money. Bring your money. Show me the money. So go back to your employer. You realize your employer is selling something. He's trading something for money. And that money that comes in, out of it, they reward you the job, right? As an employee supporting that mission, you are rewarded at that level. You are exchanging your skill for money. Okay? The day you now decide, hey, I want to go out and do this by myself, you now have to go enroll into another school because the school you went to prepared you to contribute towards somebody else's dream, not to create your own. That's the journey of entrepreneurship. When you now say, I want to create my own, you have to enroll in another school, because the mindset that allows you to do it, the skill set that allows you to be effective, sales, marketing, branding, on and on and on. These are tried, tested structures and, right, skills. If you didn't go and learn those things, it's going to be a struggle, particularly in the sophistication of the marketplace today. The marketplace is now more sophisticated, right? The marketplace before is literally you drag yourself there, you carry your chicken in your hand, chicken, cuckoo, right? Chicken. The person brings the cow. You see each other. I like your chicken. I like your cow. Okay, I like your this, right? That was the marketplace. The marketplace before was crude. The exchange happened live. You're living in a sophisticated economy. International trade is happening. Money is flying. No, zeros and numbers. Contracts. You're signing documents, agreements, right? MSAs, master service agreements. This. MOUs. Oh my God. You are living in a sophisticated the market is still here, but it's virtual. Bank money, bank notes, instruments of trade, right? Letters of credits. This. You want money for your house, mortgage application, this money is flowing every day, right? But it's flowing among those who are trading. They are trading. So if you're not part of that system, if you're not trading, the way you become part of the system is you first bring something of value. You have to bring something of value into that transaction. And those who do not bring value, they are excluded from those transactions. And they are treated as a charity case. Anytime you're asking for money and people say, what are you selling? What are you buying? And you say nothing. They're like, okay, let us make money first. Then of our good, we will feed you. Leave us alone. Right? Leave us, like, let us focus. Let's make money first. Let's trade and make this money first. Microsoft, make money. Bill Gates, make money. Then later I can do NGO. Right? Then I can, of my goodwill, out of what I made, I can give you some percentage. And then I'm not expecting anything from you because you didn't bring anything into the room. This is where business transaction, you're negotiating. You can only negotiate based on the value you communicate and you have. Right? You can only negotiate based on the value that you bring to the table. So I'm going to stop right there. I see comments 2x plus 2x plus 2 equal to 4. Somebody just solve this equation right now. Literally. I think these are the A students, people. Solve x. So he said x equal to 1. Listen, now go and solve for $1 million. Let's say x is $1 million. That's life. You want $1 million? People who want it, they're solving for it. So I have to go now, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Go check out toyinyumesiri.com. Also check out toyinyumesiri.academy. That's my school for entrepreneurs and those who want to achieve success. We have the business roadmap. Listen, I'm laughing, but this is not funny. Poverty mentality really is for those people who say, you know what, I will sit back, relax, and God bless me. Everything will come. You go out there and you trade for it. You trade for it, okay? You create value every single day. And that's what I teach. Bye.